it's Lookin Bratz, aka Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. On this channel, I love to talk about dolls, but especially Bratz, which has just been the topic of my current life and my life, like always with a Z. I realized I've filmed, all my videos I've been filming lately have all been Bratz related, and I love that because I've really just been back in my Bratz era, which sounds funny because I'm like always in my Bratz era, but like I'm in a stronger Bratz era at the moment. And so one of the coolest releases, just to get into it, one of the coolest releases I think of 2023 wasn't like a new release per se, but it was like a new release at the same time. So you may have seen I did a review on the Bratz Series 1 budget dolls, which were like the dolls in the very basic slim packaging from the first edition of the the Bratz. Sorry, it's been a long night. I've been filming. I filmed like 5 videos tonight or something like that. So anyways, I was really excited because I love budget dolls and I love it when Bratz does budget dolls. I think they always do it so well, and I love the packaging. But there was something else that came out very shortly after, but it was very popular. It was very popular, but it sold out very fast, and they've been kind of hard to come by now. Like it's kind of like a rare item. Like, I think it's kind of like a rare Bratz item. Like, if you got them, you got them. If you didn't, then you just didn't, which I think is very weird. They were a Walmart exclusive. They were only at Walmart in the US and Canada, and I believe by this point they are completely sold out. The original price for these was $50, but they never were sold at that price. Instead, they were sold for $25, like unofficially but officially. So this was a Black Friday deal from Walmart that lasted up until supplies sold out. So really it was like while supplies last, you can get this for $25 if you were lucky enough and your Walmart still had stock of them. Then it was like physical Walmart stores, mind you, they were barely online. They barely lasted on the Walmart website. They would go on clearance for $17. And what I'm talking about are these Bratz 2-packs. They came out with 2 of them, and they have the first edition dolls. Of course, there's first edition Chloe and Sasha, and then there is Yasmin and Jade. Now, $25. First of all, $50 is pretty good and pretty standard. You're getting 2 dolls. They both originally retailed for about $27 when they were reproduced in 2021. I don't know, I'm saying it all weird. So the dolls originally came out 2001, of course. They retailed for about $15 back then, but with inflation, 20 years later, they retailed for $27. But I think in reality, they could have retailed for more like 25, like just a few dollars of difference, but hey, $2 is $2 at that point. These 2-packs were a new production run along with the budget dolls. They were kind of just like redoing what they did in 2021, but with the updates, because Sasha got an updated face in the later batches and Chloe's face got somewhat of an update in the later batches to look a little less wonky compared to those first batches. Oh my god, my hair looks really good right now. Anyways, ironically, I am going to be doing hair in this video. But Jade and Yasmin kind of stayed the same. I do feel like some of the later batches of Jade sometimes tend to look like the original Jade from 2001, but not quite. It depended on, like, if you got lucky or not, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I left off because my phone died in the middle of filming this. But anyways, I was just trying to say, like, I think this was really great. I like the 2021 dolls. I did prefer a lot of the later batches, except for like that very first Chloe batch looks really good, but then afterwards looks really bad. And then like the third version was like kind of mid, like it was okay. It was still a little bit wonky. I still feel like this one is a little bit wonky looking. So not like bad wonky, but kind of just like, oh, she's a little bit like odd looking. But anyways, I got the 2-packs. So funny enough, so MGA sent me the sets and they sent them to me recently along with some other dolls, with my mini Bratz Series 3 and the Bratz Babies and the mini Bratz collector's case. A very cool package, a very nice Christmas present, so thank you to MGA. But I also ended up buying sets off of my friend who got them during Black Friday because they bought like 1 million sets, so I bought two off of them. So I have a box set, and I wanted to get an extra set because I wanted to unbox them and restyle them. So that's what this video is kind of going to be about. So it's going to be partial unboxing and then partial restyling. And when I say restyling, I'm using that term a little bit loosely because it's mostly going to be hair restyling. I have a lot of first edition sets. So from what I remember, I have the original, somewhat original 2001 dolls. Those were from the 2005 re-release of them. That was the Target exclusive with the 4-pack. So I have that set. I have my original set that MGA sent me, which was the Saran versions. Those are the Saran dolls. So the original batches were Saran, and they changed it to nylon somewhere in the middle. So I have that set with the wonky Chloe, and I ended up getting an extra Yasmin and Chloe from Hot Topic at the same time, but I couldn't get Sasha and Jade because they had sold out at the time, and I didn't have a lot of money anyway, so I couldn't really be spending like that. But I did get them, and I got a good Chloe from Hot Topic. So I ended up unboxing those two, the Yasmin and the Chloe, and that was kind of like my out-of-box mint looking set. So I have a set that's out of box from MGA that I dressed in their second outfits, but I am going to be using those actually for another project, so I'm going to fully customize those dolls eventually, especially because I don't care about the wonky Chloe. Like, she's wonky. I think I can make her prettier. So I'm gonna do something with that Chloe. But then I have my set that's like in the first outfits that is out of box. That looks pretty mint and nice. And then I have a set in box. I bought another set for the inbox, and I think I got most of those on sale actually when they were kind of being clearanced out of Target. So I do have my inbox mint set of the 20 years versions, and I believe those are mostly all Saran. I also have mostly Saran of my out-of-box set, except my Jade has a nylon. But my Sasha, Chloe, and Yasmin all have Saran, so whatever. I wanted a nylon Sasha at the time because I wanted to crimp her hair, but I don't know if I got a nylon Sasha. But when I saw that the budget dolls were happening, I was excited because I was like, oh, this is a chance to get the dolls at an affordable price, be able to take them out of the box and restyle them again. And now that they have nylon hair, I was like, styling them is going to be a lot easier with heated tools. Like, I wanted to crimp her hair, which would only really be possible with nylon without damaging the hair. So I was like, ooh, like, this is my opportunity. But the budget dolls release has been very weird. They're mostly just available at Mexico because that's what they were intended for. They were intended for Mexican stores. And then in the US, they only really ended up at Ross and in very, very limited quantities, it seems. And it was kind of like Chloe and Yasmin first, and then weeks later, it was Sasha and Jade. And for me, like, there's only one Ross store that's near my job and like none near my house. So very, very sparse pickings here. But these 2-packs came out, and I was like, okay, maybe this is my chance. But I also wanted a set in box because I think the box is very cool. I love that it's very like nostalgic feeling, obviously, because it's the 2001, but kind of combined. I love a good 2-pack. I love a multi-pack of dolls. So I was really living for this, and I love the sides of the box. I think that looks really cool with all their artwork on it. It's very simple, but very fun at the same time. So I'm like, okay, like, this is my chance to do it. And I got nervous then because I wasn't sure if I would even get any of the 2-packs, and I wasn't sure if MGA was going to send me any. I wasn't sure if I was going to buy any off my friend, but I ended up getting it from MGA, and then I ended up buying some for my friends. So I was like, okay, like, this is now officially my opportunity to restyle these dolls while also like keeping my crazy collector mind intact, because I wanted to leave my budget dolls in the box. I was like, if I can't find the budget dolls again and I have my set from MGA, this is like very much first world problems, y'all. First world problems, but this is my Bratz collector problems. Enough of the context. I think I'm just gonna unbox these, and I don't think I'm gonna go too much into detail about them, but something to note. Oh, they do come with a poster too. So like 2 dolls with 4 outfits total, the brush, all the accessories, and the poster for $25, and then $17 on clearance is like An insane concept. Like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wish they would do stuff like that more often. But the hair's pretty gelled down. So I will say, I'm not going to wash their hair on camera because I'm sick of doing it at the moment. Like, I am not a hair account. I'm not built for it. I'll do it when I need to and when I want to. Like, I do enjoy it at times, but for the sake of my sanity and for the sake of like not boring y'all and taking up space on my phone, we're not doing that. I'm gonna wash it off camera and watch my other hair videos for like hair care tips, but essentially I'm gonna wash it with dish soap and then I'm going to use hair conditioner and then I'm gonna let it dry and then you'll join me for the part where I style it and use like the products and tools that I use usually. But yeah, I don't want to get into it today. But we just have her stuff here. We have Chloe's stuff. I just think it's really cool that they were able to offer something like really affordable and also a way for some fans to catch up with these releases. But something I've heard, and we'll see what happens with my version. I'm a little bit scared. People are saying that there's mold on like Jade's skirt, that they've been finding mold. So I'm hoping that's not the case with mine, but we'll see, because I'm like, oh, that's like unfortunate if that's true. And I feel like that's been the case with some of the MGA Black Friday dolls that they've offered in the past, like the Walmart ones specifically too, like the LOL Tweens. I think they found in the multi-pack, I think it was like a 5-pack or something like that, people found mold on some of those dolls. I don't know about the Rainbow Junior High dolls from last year. I didn't hear much about those. They also this year offered some LOL OMG Winter Disco sets, and that was pretty cool. I heard nothing much about those, honestly, just people liked them because they like those dolls. And they also offered 2 packs of the Rainbow High dolls with their junior high counterparts, which was also very cool. It was called like Double the Fun or something like that. I love a good multi-pack. I especially love it from Bratz because Bratz multi-packs always slay. At least to me. They slay to me, so. We have Chloe out of the box. They all have nylon hair, which is not surprising. Her face up honestly isn't that bad. It's a little bit funny looking, but I'm honest. I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna live with it. It's fine. I'm gonna redo her hair and I'm gonna have fun with her. I want to have fun with my dolls. I feel like I've been very, very strict with my doll collecting in recent years, especially. Like I used to be very, I don't know if I want to phrase it like this, but like liberal with my doll collection. I used to restyle them. I used to get them from thrift stores and like dress them up in whatever clothing I could find and try to match outfits and pieces. And it's fun. I never used to be like a strict doll collector up until maybe 2021 or 2020. And I was like, I really want to see like my dolls look very complete and neat. And it was like my OCD, I think, finally kicking in that moment where it was like, I need to be like a completionist doll collector when it comes to like how I display the dolls. So it's interesting how like your taste might change over time, but I like have my dolls where I like just style them in random pieces here and there, but it's not the majority of my collection anymore, which it used to be. My collection used to be a majority thrifted dolls actually, and it no longer is, which I'm okay with. I do miss thrifting, but thrifting culture has changed significantly. Now, thrifting, I think a lot of people right now are in it for the reselling factor, and they'll like upcharge the dolls and stuff. And it's a really messed up thing, honestly. I'm taking advantage of doll collectors like that. But I'm happy to buy new dolls or get new dolls, however I get them. Or I'll still buy used dolls, but I feel like I'm buying them more off eBay now than I will thrifting, because thrifting has changed a lot. A lot of people really are in it just for like the profit factor. And it's like, I'm not like scoring like treasures anymore. I'm not scoring like those cool treasures. Literal like Bratz treasures. I'm not scoring them anymore. So something else interesting with these reproductions of the reproductions is that they have earring holes, which the original reproductions and the original, 2001 dolls did not have. Because at the time, Bratz just did not have earrings. Okay, she has like very, very deep inset. hair ties, and I hate that. I think that's my issue with the original 2021 sets too. Her hair is looking a little bit choppy. There's not as much product in it as I expected. It looks a little bit more layered than I expected, but it's fine. As long as it's nylon. Although, why does this nylon feel a little bit like saran? I know it's nylon, but it feels just a little bit like saran in this moment. And the way it's like all choppy reminds me of like the original Sasha from 2001. I'm hoping to like restyle these and just kind of like, have fun with them. But also like keep them in like the first edition outfits. Although what would be really cool is if I put them in like fashion packs. Oh, that gave me an idea. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I do have some fashion packs stored away. Maybe it could be time to open them up. You know what I think I really like miss though is like the feeling of like playing with dolls. And like I collect dolls and I don't like play with them though. Like I feel like I'll do their hair, I'll dress them up, I'll do whatever, but then I kind of just like put them on display. And then that's it. Like, it's kind of like the end of it for me. And then I'll take pictures of them if I need to, or I'll, whatever. But then it's like, I'm not like, dressing up the doll constantly. I'm not, I'm not getting play value out of my dolls, which is okay. Like, I think that's an okay thing. I'm scared about this skirt. I feel like the first thing I'm going to do is just look at her skirt. Okay, I don't see any mold. At least I don't think. On Jade's skirt. I will be washing my hands afterwards just in case. You know what? I think just to be on the safe side, I might just throw this out. I have like enough of this skirt. I have a million versions of that skirt and I don't need another one. Like, it's completely okay. Maybe I should throw out the top as a I'll keep the top. It's whatever. Just as a precaution, like I don't want mold anywhere. I don't want mold growing on my dolls. Like, that's a huge fear of mine, is like moldy dolls and stuff. I think it's already like possibly a risk factor enough that I like wash all my dolls' hair and stuff. I let them dry thoroughly, of course, and they're kept in cool conditions, but yeah. Jade's hairstyle, you know what? I might not keep this Jade. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I already have a Jade in like the hairstyle that I wanted to do, who I think is actually prettier than this Jade, so I might actually just skip this Jade altogether. I might make this the Jade that I end up customizing completely in the future. That might be a good idea, because I'm not a big fan of her face. Like, it's cute, of course, but it's not as good as my first Saran Jade that I received from MGA. I thought that Jade was really gorgeous, and I would hate to actually get rid of her and like do something else with her. So I think that that kind of eases some anxiety of the styling part. So we're not going to style that Jade, but we'll do something with that Jade. Well, you'll see what we do with the Jade, I guess. And then we have Yasmin. I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet, but I'm going to figure out what to do with her. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do with her, though. Very facially. I love her face. I love her face. She's so cute. She's giving me more 01 vibes than the 2021 one. I don't know why I'm saying the full year. I'm not used to saying the full years, but I've been saying them like the past few hours since I started filming today. Like, I've been saying like 2024. When it's like, it's kind of like common to say like 2024, I think, for a lot of people. But I think because I'm like thinking like 2001, 2004, I think I'm saying the full names of these things. I love this top. This is like one of my favorite Bratz tops, I think. Even though I will say I'm sick of these dolls. Like, I'm sick of the 28 dolls. I'm sick of the 2001 dolls. Are they iconic? Yes, but I don't think they're the strongest Bratz designs. And I think a lot of people would agree. I think Flaunt It was a better line for like introductory looks or like core looks. And I do wish that they had reproduced a Flaunt It. They were supposed to, I think. Up until it got replaced with what ended up being the Series 2 with all of the different characters. Which I'm glad we ended up with that, but I also wish we had gotten Flaunt It repros, because I do love the Flaunt It looks. I do have 3 out of 4 of the Flaunt It dolls, though. What if I gave them their second Flaunt It looks? Huh. I'm gonna look at what fashion packs I have, because I don't even know what fashion packs I have at the moment. I could give Yasmin, ooh, what if I gave Yasmin the, I think I have that fashion pack, the one with the Dynamite Dance. I love that fashion pack. I think I have Study Hall Style, but I don't like that fashion pack as much. It's a little bit, I don't know. It doesn't really flatter the dolls that well, unless I gave that to, I could give that to Yasmin as well. I think she would look good in that. And then I don't have that third one. I don't have the pajama one. Even though it's a very cute one, I don't have it. And then I think I have a lot more of like the 2002, 2003 fashion packs. So we'll see. But I have all the dolls unboxed, and I'm going to wash their hair, and I will return to this whenever I can, because I'm gonna let the hair dry. I'm gonna go to bed actually. So I'm gonna return to this when I have a moment to like breathe. I think I've been doing a little bit too much tonight, and I don't want to over tap myself more than I have. But yeah, we'll return and we'll style these girls up. So yeah. And we're back. It is the next day, and I got some stuff together. So I washed Sasha, Chloe, and Yasmin's hair. All I did was use some dish soap and conditioner, and it turned out really nice. I think it might still be a little bit damp. I don't know. It's hard in this weather right now. It's like, is it cold or is it just damp? I don't know. Or is it damp or is it just cold? Like, you know, like when my laundry machines are in my basement, so I guess like it's not like heat controlled or anything. There's no like AC or heating down there. So it's like if I go down there and it's in the wintertime and my clothes are in the dryer, or I have like bedding in the dryer, I open it up and I'm like, is it damp? Or is it just cold down here? I don't know. Like it just get like the fabric and whatnot gets cold. So I don't know if that's the case here. I think it might be a little bit damp, but we'll be letting this dry because I do have something that I need to work with while it's wet, and that is jade. So I found my jade that I got from MGA back in 2021, and her hairstyle is pretty much intact. The only thing is that her pigtails aren't as straight as I would like them to be, and so her tendrils as well. I feel like they could also be a little bit more straight. So what you have to do with saran hair, just be very careful with this is all I'm gonna say, is if you want to flat iron it, you have to flat iron it while it's wet. And so this is something that you can't do with nylon though. Nylon has to be dry in order to flat iron it, but it's different for saran. Saran should be damp or wet. I tend to saturate it a little bit more with saran. Also, I have this thingy here. I don't know how to quite describe it. I know there's a name for it, but I got this for Christmas, and it is, oh, I would like to tighten this thing. So I got this for Christmas. It's for overhead filming. And so like I was thinking if I do any unboxings where I need to like do things overhead, or whenever I'm doing videos where I might be washing hair over the sink, it's not at a weird angle, it's kind of like at a straight down angle. So I did ask for this for Christmas, and my grandmother, thank you, she bought this for me. So I do have this new device here, but for this video, I'm thinking I'm gonna try to use it as a way for everyone else to see the dolls that I'm working on. And hopefully I can use something like this in the future, because I don't have like the best setup for showing everybody what I'm doing with the dolls here. I felt like with my other videos, I was like, I tend to put the dolls like in between my knees or something, or like in between my legs, and then I'll like have the grip there so I can work on the doll's head. But that's not ideal when you're filming a video, so I am trying to try something new here. So bear with me if it's not like the best it could be, you know? But we're gonna try to make it work, okay? Some tools I'm gonna work with is the Almost Famous flat iron. The thing almost is rubbing off. It's been through a lot in like the past 2 years. I got this from Burlington, which is a store. I don't know if it's outside of the US, but the brand is called Almost Famous, and this is a temperature controlled flat iron, and the lowest heat setting it goes down to is 140 degrees, and I definitely recommend getting something that goes as low as that, if not lower, especially when you're working with hair materials like saran or Kanekalon. There's not a lot of Bratz with Kanekalon, but just in case. There's a ton of dolls with Kanekalon though. Barbie used it very heavily in the 2000s, and I believe in the 90s as well. So just some things to think about. Nylon, on the other hand, which is the other dolls that we have that we're going to be working on tonight, that has to be dry when you are working with heating tools, and it can handle very, very high heat. So the temperature control doesn't matter. I would recommend maybe not going too high unless the hair is very stubborn. But again, just things to think about. And also it's a lot of like, what did the kids call it back in the day? The flick of the wrist. Like you have to be very like strategic with how you're you know, sectioning things and how you're just kind of maneuvering the flat iron throughout the hair. Like, it's hard to describe, but like something that I would say like with some hair types is like not going straight down and yanking the hair, but you have to be like very like smooth with it, and you have to just be very gentle with it. That's mostly for nylon though, or even like polypropylene. I would say like just be very gentle with it, and then like release at the ends. For saran though, you can kind of do like the straight down thing. I just wouldn't yank on the hair is my only thing with any type of hair type. I'm not the best with hair, but I think I'm like pretty decent at it. I have like friends who are like really, really good at hair, and I've learned a lot from them. So shout out to my friends, because they've helped me out a lot throughout the years with doing Bratz hair and just doing doll hair generally. So I have those materials. I have a little spray bottle that I got from Dollar Tree. I love this kind, even though my first one kind of broke out of nowhere, but this one has kind of like a mist to it, which I really like, and I use this a lot when I'm styling doll hair, and especially when I'm doing like my shelves again. Like, I'll dust my dolls sometimes. I only do this like every 6 months or so, and then I'll spritz the doll hair, and then I'll comb through it so that it has like, it's kind of like a refreshed look for the dolls. I just did that recently, and I feel like my dolls look a lot better than they did before. But anyways, I'm also going to be using Voke's Dolphy Water Wax. I will link this in the description. This is water wax made specifically for doll hair. And I also just have a bunch of different tools and stuff. I have a video, like a reel or something somewhere, where I talk about everything that I have and where I buy it from. I'm not going to be using most of these, but if I do use any hair elastics, I will tell you in the description which ones I get. They are called Elastic U, and they are like the best. Honestly, like, they are like the best elastic for doll hair in my opinion. Like, the hair elastics, like, they're so strong. Like, if you're going to, like, I would say don't get anything from the dollar store. Don't even get things from Target. Like, the Target ones will break over time. These Elastic U elastics have lasted me so long. I've been using them for almost 3 or 4 years now, and I have to say they are like the best doll elastic, hair elastic generally, that I have ever used. Obviously, don't like stretch them out too much, because like with any product like that, it will break on you. But otherwise, I think they are very good doll elastics. Highly recommend. Check the description for all those details of what I use. And at some point in the video, I am whipping out my crimping iron. This one I got from Mercari, which is like a secondhand selling website, and I didn't really care to buy like a crimping iron that was brand new, especially because like this one was kind of like not really used when I bought it, so I just got it off of a used website. And this is the Bedhead PG crimping iron. I don't have like a lot of recommendations for crimping irons, because this is my very first one I bought a few years ago, and it's worked pretty fine. I will say, for the doll hair, I would go for something that maybe has smaller crimping ridges, so that it looks a little bit more like, because it's a small head, not like a big person head, so something to consider. But this one does have 3 settings on it: low, medium, and high, so that is pretty good for when you're doing doll hair. I haven't really crimped any hair aside from nylon or polypropylene with this, and Kanekalon. It works really well with Kanekalon on a low setting. I don't know if I would recommend it for saran. It might burn the hair, but I don't know. So what I'm going to be doing for Jade is I am going to damp the hair again, because I did run it under some water, but I do want to get it really wet. It's such an interesting angle to work on. It's probably going to be better for my back, honestly. Like, generally, like, this is probably like a better solution. My back has been killing me lately because of like Christmas and everything, so I'm going to comb through the hair. I tend to use like these like combs with the like the thin, I don't even know what to call them right now, the thin prongs. I tend to use a rat tail comb usually with like the metal like end here, but I cannot find mine. I was using it a lot while I was cleaning, because I was doing the doll hair, and it just got lost. Yeah, I'm on the lowest setting right now. This is 140 degrees on saran hair. Make sure that saran hair is damp, and I am just going over that pigtail because I do want to flatten it out. So this is the hairstyle I did give her when I first got her, actually. And it was like funny, like everyone was asking me like, how'd you do it? So basically I just sectioned it out obviously into her regular pigtails, and then I just brought the pigtails up, and then I did the wraparound kind of like a high pony, and then I did leave the 2 tendrils out, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mimic the commercial hairstyles from the first edition commercial, except for Sasha. Sasha's I want to base on her artwork, where her hair is a little bit more crimped, curly looking, so that's going to be our reference there. Jade, though, her reference is her hairstyle from the first commercial from 2001. And so I will say, I do have the fashion packs. I'll show them to you in a bit when we get to the other characters. I did want to do Jade first just because I was like, you know what, she's going to be like the least maintenance, I feel. And I have a lot more to do with the other girls because I'm going to redress them. With Jade, I could not find a fashion pack that I really liked for her, like that I have on hand. So I'm just going to be using like some pieces from her first outfit, like her first edition outfit. And I'm going to maybe like replace her purse. I have a bunch of options in my pocket, literally. Like I just threw things in my pocket and was like, okay, like here's what might look good with Jade and here's what might look good with so-and-so, that kind of thing. So I did get her pigtail pretty flat, so that's good. I'm gonna go over her tendril and I am gonna get it wet again because her tendril got a little bit like wavy because I stored it in a bag, and obviously like when the dolls get tossed around in the bag, the hair might get a little out of whack. We're just gonna go over that tendril, hopefully don't burn it. Hear that sizzle. Ooh, that flattened out really, really nicely. I'll show you in a bit. I'll turn her around. I need the doll facing me right now so that I can like really get her hair like laid. I'm gonna wet her pigtail again. And like constantly like reapplying water is a good recommendation for working with saran hair when you're working with heating tools like flat irons. Like it really is about like keeping that hair wet because you don't want to burn it. You don't burn. Saran hair will burn very easily. It will especially burn when it is dry and you're trying to flat iron it. I don't often flat iron saran unless I'm like really desperate or in a pinch. And I don't want to like boil wash her hair. Like it's already in the style that I want it to be. It just needs a little fixing up. And another thing, if you are boil washing though, just be aware. I don't boil wash nylon. I know some people have different opinions on this. Boil washing nylon, I think, is a really risky game and it can damage the hair. And then I say this and then people will go do it sometimes and then be like shocked. And I'm like, don't act shocked. I know not everyone's looking at my videos, but some people will like argue with me in the comments and I just find it funny because I'm like, okay, like it's your doll. Like you can do what you want with your doll. But this is just like my methods, my beliefs. This is my belief system when it comes to doll hair. So you're entitled to whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking for you. But I just don't want my doll's hair to look like a mess. I think some people can boil wash, like they've told me like they boil wash at lower temperatures, but I do think it's hard to kind of control what the temperature of boiling water is. So I'm just a little bit like I'm just gonna stray away from it. Like I think it's a dangerous game for, you know, dolls. One piece that's a little bit stubborn, I'm gonna try to like section it and get it. It's just it has a little bit of that bump in the hair that I think was from the original pigtail, honestly, and I probably never really got it flat to begin with. I'm gonna try to change that today. See, if the hair was nylon, this would have been significantly easier, but something I have noticed with the nylon Jades from the first edition is that the hair tends to be a little bit wavy than the saran hair. So I do find that very, very interesting how that like works. Like nylon can hold like patterns and stuff, so I think it's just holding like a pattern from the hair. Right, I'm gonna get her other tendril. I did my best with this pigtail, but I'll try to like mend it all with like the water wax and stuff. All right, I kind of got the hair as flat as possible. What I'm gonna do now is I kind of want to okay, because she has these two pieces back here that are kind of bugging me just because they're part of like the wraparound. So I think I'm gonna tie those together in the back. Okay, I tied those two pieces in the back just so I don't like really see them and they don't blend too much in with the regular pigtails, because I don't know, they like the unevenness of it kind of like it's a little bit off to me. I did use a smaller elastic, and what I love about the Elastic U, which by the way, I'm not sponsored, obviously, but I love how they come in a lot of different sizes. I think I am going to cut it down though, so I'm going to cut it, which I think some people might like dislike, but it's okay. It's my doll. Now, I'm going to get my water wax from this little tub, and it's like this. It is like a wet consistency, but you have to rub it in your fingers to make it a little bit more transparent, and then I'm just going to rub a little bit, not too much. Don't do too much now. And I'm gonna put that in her hair. I'm also gonna put some in her tendril to really mend the fibers in the tendril. She's looking so good. She's looking very refreshed because she's been in that bag for almost 2 years now. Maybe like a year and a half. I had her on display in my grad school apartment, and then when I moved out, she's been chilling in that bag since. And I'm just combing through with that water wax, and I'm also just kind of like positioning my hand so that it's, you know, I'm not combing. The thing you want to be careful of when you do ponytails and pigtails is you don't want to comb into this part, like in the scalp. That's always like, you know, if you do that, you might like mess up the whole entire thing. So just be wary of that. I like to put my hand in between to sort of block it. Hold up. I love the wax because it makes everything look so good, and it's not greasy. Some people are like scared that it's like a greasy thing. I say as long as you're like using your, don't be liberal with it. Be very like very cautious, very conservative with how you're using it. Only time you'll hear me say like be conservative is when it comes to that water wax. So I am gonna cut some of these flyaways because they're bugging me. They're bugging me. Going to spray my hand because I don't want the water wax all over her face. And I am going to, I think I'm gonna put her in her, honestly, I like her in this top. I might leave her in this outfit, which is a little shocking for me. I was thinking of like mixing and matching and doing her first shirt with this skirt, but I kind of love this because I have a purse that I think would look really cute with it. And so I do have some pieces in my pocket. Pieces in my pocket. I think this purse could look really cool. I'm kind of trying to do like a vibe of like going out or kind of like out and about on the town looks for the girls that aren't like, I feel like their first edition looks are very like going to school, like for the most part, like, yeah, going to school or just hanging out. I want this to look a little bit more of like, you know, out and about doing stuff, like, you know, just chilling, going out with your girls, that kind of thing. So yeah, I am gonna grab the few times I'll use the cheap elastics is when I need something that's like very quick to hold something in place, or if I need to do a handbag. So I'll try to explain how I do this, and I hope this is gonna make sense. Because if you want to like attach the bag to the doll's hand with an elastic, I take the elastic and I just put it together like this, and then I loop it under the handle, and then so you have like the elastic like this. So you're gonna take the one part here, pinch it, and then you're gonna put it through the hole around the other side of the elastic. And then you're gonna hold on to that piece and then pull it. Pull it not too hard, but just hard enough so that it's secured now around the handle of the bag. Then what you're gonna do here, I'm gonna just grab her hand like this, put her arm up. I'm going to put this part around, kind of like she's holding onto it with her wrist, and then I'm going to put my finger in the elastic. I'm going to twist it, and then I'm going to put it over her hand, not over her thumb, just put it over the four fingers here, and then bam, she's got a bag. And she's holding the bag. That's how I do it. I'm sure people do it different ways. When I do photos and stuff, I'll typically get a glue dot and I'll place it in the palm of the hand, but that doesn't always hold up over time, so I do prefer to use the elastics. I'll use the cheaper elastics because I want to use my good elastics for the actual hairstyling, but the cheap elastics are pretty good with holding the bags in place, honestly. Like, I haven't had too many issues there. You'll feel a little less guilty if you do take the bag off and you're trying to like mix and match it with different outfits, or you just don't like it on that outfit anymore. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my like play jade. I have a lot of friends who like have dolls that they'll buy doubles of because they want like a play version and a display version. So I think this is my play jade, and I prefer the screening on this one honestly as opposed to the other one, which do I have it here? Yeah, I like the placement better on my saran jade than on this nylon jade, and look how like everything just got stuck to her. That's that's Haute Couture Spectra's outfit. But yeah, she looks really cute. I like her like this. She's gonna be the only girl in her like sort of like stock outfit, if you will. But this is my jade, and we're gonna move on to the other girls. I don't know who I want to do next. Whose fashion pack do I have next? So I did grab a fashion pack for Yasmin, which is the Dynamite Dance fashion pack, which I actually had one of my other dolls wearing. I had it on my Stylin' like 7th edition Yasmin, And as much as I love her, like, I thought it really did suit her, but I took her off display just because she wasn't fitting in with the rest of my dolls, and I do want to reroute her because that doll is polypropylene, and I'm like, it's short and it's gross, and I hate it. I hate it. So I think I'm gonna move on to my Sasha because I really want to crimp her hair. She does have like a weird stray hair that I don't like. Her hair is like really choppy, this specific Sasha. So I just have to keep that in mind when I'm doing this. But yeah, I feel like her hair was longer with the other repros, but maybe it's because she has a nylon that it's like a little bit like weird, but her face looks really gorgeous. I do love her face. We are gonna give her crimps, and I'm gonna give her this fashion pack, which is the first date fashion pack. I believe this is 2003. Yeah, this one's from 2003, and the shoes in here are actually her skin tone shade, so that works out perfectly. Originally, I was thinking of giving her the shopping spree fashion pack, but I was like, you know what? I want to give this one to Chloe because I think it might suit her a little bit more, and I feel like I don't see Sasha often in this fashion pack, and I think it would look really cute with the crimps, so that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna open the fashion pack first, and then we'll do her hair, because I kind of want to do like dress her first, and then I want to do her hair afterwards. And I miss Bratz fashion packs. I think they should definitely make a comeback. I would love to see new fashions, maybe not reproductions, because I don't know. I think a lot of the looks from back then are a little bit dated now and might not perform as well on the market. And apparently we were supposed to get like shoe packs at some point, but I think those just got completely canceled for whatever reason. I don't know what the official reason is. But there was a listing for quite a bit, and I'm a little shocked that we didn't get that. But I think a lot of other stuff just happened in between. She has like this denim jean jacket. What I loved about the Bratz fashion packs was that they did come in like all different like shades of like skin tones and stuff. And I have these all archived actually on lookinbratz.com. So if you go to lookinbratz.com, and literally all the brands that had fashion packs, like all of the sub brands and everything, and the main Bratz brand, I have all the fashion packs archived on there. So definitely go check those out if you're interested in learning more about fashion packs from Bratz. These shoes are really cute. It has like a pink strap. I like that. It's like a pink studded strap with sort of like a gold base. It has like the catalogs, and I have so many of these catalogs actually, like it's ridiculous. I do want to kind of do something with them one day, but I don't know what. I have an idea in my head, but I don't know if I'm going to bring it to fruition quite yet. But yeah, these old... I miss these. I hope they bring these back one day. Even though it's kind of like, it's not a need, but it's a cute thought. For the Bratz Babies reproductions, if you haven't seen my video yet, you should definitely check that out. But they did like the little booklet with the products in it, and I thought that was so cute. Definitely like a callback to 2000s Bratz. I will say the dress, I don't like the fit of this dress, so I kind of want to see if I can clip it in the back or something to make it a little bit more form-fitting to the body. I might use a good elastic for this. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it alone. It doesn't look bad, but I don't like how I can actually see that in the back. Although the jacket will go over it, so it might not be as noticeable. Thoughts. I have thoughts. Okay, I cinched it as much as possible. Maybe one day I'll try to get like a seamstress or something to like really do it officially. For now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. If it falls apart, I'll let it be, honestly. And I think I've said this a lot, I don't think the Bratz bodies are like the best. I think they could be a lot better, and I think the fashions that they wear could be a lot more flattering if they had a different body type. Now I'm like, maybe it does look better like as a sack. Like if it looks a little bit more like loose. You know what, I'll leave it loose. It's fine. I think it's kind of the look anyway. And I don't want to keep worrying about that thing in the back. And she looks pretty good already. Like, I like her in this. I think the gold tones and like the muted pink, like underneath the lace here, like I think looks really good. I like the gold on her. It looks really good. It complements her makeup palette a lot. Although you can see that skin tone difference between like the repros and the original Sasha skin tone. It looks so funny. I'll wait to give her her purse, but we can start styling the hair, I think. So I'm gonna put her up here on my trusty little tripod thingy. And I think I'm just gonna like give her a quick like flat iron, like just a quick one, and then I'll do the crimping afterwards. Let me like plug my crimping iron in so that I'm not waiting forever to do it. Okay, I plugged in the crimping iron. But what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna very quickly just do like a quick flat iron just to get some of those pieces that are being a little bit odd. Like some pieces are kind of just fraying up. I think I'm just gonna grab her and do it. Like I'm not sectioning out anything. I'm just going over it like this without a care in the world. Also, I will say the partings on a lot of these repros of the repros with nylon, they're not very good, and they kind of have like helmet heads, honestly. Especially Yasmin. You'll see Yasmin in a bit. Her hair is like very poofy. So I do kind of wish they fixed that for these like repros of the repros, but you know what? People loved them regardless, so I guess, hey, if people enjoyed it, people enjoyed it. I'm now gonna get my water wax, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in, rub it into my fingers, and I'm just gonna go all throughout her hair with it. She would look kind of cute with like a side pony, but I'll do the crimps. I'll stick with my crimp. Because I've been like, oh, if you've heard me in some videos before, or if you've been like my friend, you've always probably heard I really just want to do crimps on this Sasha. I love crimps. I love a good crimp, but I love that Sasha had the crimps in her artwork. But I'm sad they never did the crimps. And I feel like, honestly, the repro, even though it's a repro, they should have given her crimps. Like, I think they should have just done it. There was a lot of things with the repros that I think that they should have done. I think they should not have stuck so hard to trying to recreate the originals, but I kind of wish they made improvements to the originals. I kind of wish they changed up the screenings a bit, made them look a little bit more like their prototype screenings. Not the very early prototypes, but the ones that were kind of featured in some advertisements. I'll try to put a picture around here somewhere, but like they look very better. Like, I don't know, like I like the faces a little bit more on those prototypes. I do love what they did with Sasha's face in the later batches of the repros though. Like it looks a lot more defined and a lot more sleek compared to the earlier batches of Sasha, where I felt like the eyes looked very close together, and I didn't like how the makeup looked on her. It looked a little bit odd. I'm going to crimp her hair, I think. I don't even know where to start, honestly. I'm gonna I like the way she just turned. I'm just gonna take sections of hair. I'm going to comb through them a little bit, and then I think I'm just gonna go in with the crimping iron. Do you call it a crimping iron or like a crimper? I don't know what to call it. I might take an even smaller section of hair. I love how like back in the day I felt like, not that it was hard to come by like first edition dolls, but I felt like it became kind of like more of like a sought after thing, and now it's like you can't escape the first edition dolls. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna start crimping, going in with that iron. I'm not going from the very top of the hair. I'm starting just a little bit lower than her scalp. Okay. Okay, crimps. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I think I took a big section of hair. It's a little too big, so. Ooh. I should not be combing it like that. I am just gonna like flatten out the ends a little bit. I think when I go all the way to the end, it looks a little weird. This is her crimp so far. I like it. It's cute. I think I combed it out a little bit too much on this one side, so it's looking a little bit poofier than I had imagined. But it's okay so far. I think I'm just gonna hold her up a little bit and like do this. Oh, that's a flat iron. I'll flat iron it a little bit actually. I think it needs to just be a little bit flatter. I feel like I should give her like hair clips. I feel like I have better hair clips somewhere, like ones that are a little bit more sized to Bratz heads. I'd have to look for them, but I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna crimp the rest of her hair. I'm gonna take a wider comb and comb through it. I think with the smaller comb, it might make it look a little bit, it might poof it up a little bit more. I don't want to do that. I want just a little bit more volume, but not like too much, because I do want it to look a little bit closer to that artwork. Okay. Those last crimps I got, that was a nice crimp. That was a nice crimp. I am just gonna use the flat iron just a little bit throughout the hair. Just kind of like a general, again, like a flat ironing. Nothing like, I'm not going section by section. I just want to like flatten out the crimps a little bit. And especially the ends. I want the ends to just be a little bit like more straight. And I also want to cut the ends of her hair because there are some uneven pieces on there. So I have my little garbage can here, and I'm just gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna go for it, I think. I'm gonna take a, oh, I'm gonna even out that hair a little bit more. Oopsies. The other repros, like her hair was a little bit longer, but I understand for like these Black Friday packs and stuff, maybe why they wear it longer, because they were very, very affordable for $2 and 2 outfits and a million things. So all that good stuff. I'm gonna spritz her hair a little bit. I do want to give her hair clips. I think hair clips would look really good on her. But here's kind of like what we're working with. And I love seeing Sasha with like different hair textures. I feel like we always see her with like straight hair or very loose hair. And I like it when she has like kind of like tighter crimps and curls and, you know, more natural like black hairstyles. And I feel like that they're hopefully trying to do that more with Bratz. I don't know, because that always Sasha like just had very she had twists going on, but like nothing else. But it would be nice to see them kind of like experiment a little bit more with Sasha's hair instead of kind of just giving her like default hairstyles in a sense. Also with Felicia, they haven't done much with Felicia. They did give her tighter curls with the holiday doll, and then with Sasha recently, the only thing I can think of is like the GCDS doll where they gave her micro braids, but that's been kind of it, like as of recent though. Like in the past they've done some other hairstyles for Sasha and also Felicia technically with her baby's doll, but that wasn't really released, the little baby's doll. So yeah, I don't even know, I don't think that really counts. Okay, I think I'm gonna find her hair clip somewhere because I think that would really like help complete the look along with the purse. So I will be right back. Okay, I grabbed a few things. So I found these hair clips and I think these are gonna work the best. They're like a yellowish gold hair clip. It was like the best I could find that I felt like would match the outfit. But also for Jade, I did find a little cell phone, a red one, and I wanted to give it to her. Even though like I don't know if there's really a place for it, she's gonna have it somewhere. I think the flip phones are obviously the best fit for like the dolls from the 2000s. I'm glad that the newer dolls, like the Always Bratz, are coming with like modern cell phones. Because again, it makes the most sense because they're modern dolls. Okay, I'm gonna put these clips in Sasha's hair. I think I'm just gonna put them in the front here. Okay, I do like the clips in there. I will say though, I wish the color was a little different, but this was definitely like the best like fit I could find for her outfit. But this is Sasha. I'm gonna put her purse on her and then we can take a look at her sort of final look. Oh my god, wait, she looks really cute. I'm standing her up. She stands on her own. I love that. I love it when a doll stands on its own. Oh, that looks a lot better. Because at first I was getting a little bit worried, like in between. I was like, like I don't know, the crimps are looking, I don't know. I wasn't vibing with the crimps for a minute, but now I am. I am just gonna cut the ends a little bit more. But yeah, this is her and her crimps. I probably could have crimped the top a little bit more, but I don't want the hair to poof up too much in the back. I want there to be a little bit more volume in the front, and then I want the back to lay a little bit flatter. Now here is Sasha. This is my play Sasha, and she's gonna look so good next to my Jade. I'm just gonna stand her up over here, and let me see if I can stand her up next to Jade. They are gonna have like very different vibes, to be honest, but it's fine. They're all about individuality and self-expression and all of that fun stuff. So just don't fall, please. I'm scared she's gonna fall. I think next we're gonna work on Chloe. Chloe's hairstyle, and I think Yasmin's are gonna be a little bit more on the basic side. I feel like these have all been like pretty basic hairstyles, but I don't know. It depends on like where you're at in like your hairstyling journey if you like want to style hair. But I think I'm gonna give her that first edition commercial hairstyle where it's literally just like the front has like the little twists in them and then they're kind of just sectioned off like this. And I'm gonna put her in this fashion pack, the Shop and Spree fashion pack. I'm gonna turn off my crimping iron before I burn my hand. This fashion pack comes with a lot of bags. So there's like this fuzzy orange bag. Ooh, she's getting everywhere. Now I'm thinking like maybe this would have gone better with Sasha, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna deal with it. It comes it comes with like this little like sweater thing, which I just put a hole in by ripping out the piece. And comes with this orange kind of like very short tank top that I just threw into a bin on accident. It comes with this smaller bag, which I think would kind of act as a wallet. So I think I'm just gonna like see if I can shove it in this bag, because I don't want it out. It doesn't have a strap on it, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Go in there, go. She comes with these very short, are these like capris? Is that what yeah, like capris, like jean capris, denim capris, I don't know. She comes also with a shopping bag. I love a good shopping bag. I do wish it kind of had tissue paper in it, but You know what? It's a fashion pack. It's fine. I love a good shopping bag. I love the ones that say Bratz on them that came with the FM Cruiser. Those are kind of my faves. The shoes though, the skin tone's not gonna match, so I'm gonna have to find an alternative. I think I have a, what's Dana wearing? Dana's wearing the strappy one, so I think I have a Dana shoe that would work just fine with Chloe's skin tone. Although now I'm seeing it. Is this Yasmin's tone or is this Chloe's tone? Actually, this might be Chloe's tone. I don't know. Maybe it's Jade's tone. I don't know. America, the world, you decide. I think this might be Chloe's tone. Oh, it's really hard to tell. Maybe I'll just use it on Chloe, and if I see an issue later, I'll just fix it. I could have sworn though, it looked, maybe because of the lighting I'm in, it looked like Yasmin's tone before. I love these colors. I love the purples and the pinks they used for Bratz. Right, I'm gonna dress her up in this fashion pack. This was like so big when I was a kid. Like, I don't know why, but there was like Bratz fan sites and like coloring page things like when I was a kid on like random websites, and I swear that Megan artwork was like everywhere when I was a kid. Maybe I'm just remembering that artwork a lot, but I always think of that when I see that artwork as like being a kid and like perusing through all the websites in 2006, trying to find Bratz coloring pages that I could print out, or Bratz paper dolls that I could print out because I couldn't actually have like dolls of my own sometimes, or I wanted like more dolls and I would just kind of like print them out and try to color them in and all that fun stuff. Okay, this outfit's looking cute so far. I do kind of like this on Chloe. I don't know if I've seen this often on her, but I have had these Bratz fashion packs just kind of stored away for like a rainy day, and I guess today was quite literally the rainy day. It was raining before, and it was raining last night when I started filming this video. I'm awake on this rainy day. Okay. This is very much like a leisure outfit. Like you're going shopping, you're doing something, you're out running errands type deal. You know, that skin tone is throwing me off. I think also because like the current like Bratz skin tones, especially with these repros, they're a little bit like out of whack, to say the least. Like, I don't know. But I'm gonna do her hair now. I'm gonna put her up on my thing. She's looking good so far though. I like her in this outfit. It's very cute on her. The blues and the oranges I think really just complement her. And of course like her eye color and also her makeup palette a bit. I do like it with her makeup palette. And I'm just gonna comb through her hair, and I think I am gonna go through with a flat iron just to like get out anything that might have like frayed up. There's also some like little flyaways here, like uneven pieces that I can just probably just snatch out. Yep. There I go. Just gonna go through real quick with the flat iron. Again, with nylon, make sure that the hair is completely dry. You don't want it to be wet. I want this side to lay flatter. That looks good though, it's looking good. Now I'm away on this little stupid piece here. I think a lot of the the production value of these dolls, it was definitely like, yeah, this is kind of like, it's gonna be affordable. Going in with that water wax, and I'm just rubbing it in my fingers first, and I'm gonna rub it all throughout her hair. Actually, I do like this outfit on her a lot. Like, I like this. I think it suits her very well. I think it also would have worked on Sasha, but I like Sasha with the first date fashion pack. You get underneath too. I'm saying this as if like people are gonna do this. Like, I don't know if people are gonna style their dolls like this, but hey, if you need some inspo, I hope I'm helping out. Or if you just need some general tips and stuff, I hope this helps. Even out that hair again, because it's just very, very choppy at the bottom. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to give her the twists, I hate saying that word sometimes. The twists in front of her like bangs, like down coming this way, or this way I should say. But I am just making sure that her hair all around is just kind of like laying down flat. So I'm gonna try to do this in the best way I can. She's giving like mean girl right now, like definitely like a rich girl vibes. So I'm gonna take, what part of her bangs do I want? I think I want this whole section here. And I'm gonna separate that into like 3 pieces from there. I need you to like hold on. Please hold on. This is a very odd setup. I've never done it like this before, so bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna grab a random hair clip. I'll just take this random one here. It's purple, very fitting. It has a piece of cardboard in it. And I am going to, oh, girl, just stand up, just stand up. I'm gonna leave out a section of this hair. And then I am going to, okay. we're gonna just section off with a clip here, the rest of it. We're gonna leave one piece out though, because I'm gonna twist that. Don't get it twisted. I am going to, if she stops moving around so much, I can do this. And I can try to show everybody, show the audience. So when I do a twist, I have a piece of hair, like a section of hair, and then I divide it into two. Usually I'll just do it with my fingers. You can probably separate it with like a rat tail comb or something else. And then I start twisting one part of the hair. And so what's really good is if you take some of the water wax actually and twist it with it, because it's gonna make it really, really easy, and you're gonna have like less flyaways with the hair. Just twist the hair, twirl it in your fingers like you would maybe twirl your own hair. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna take a little bit more water wax, and I'm just gonna twist it through, twirl it through, I should say. I'm gonna twirl it. And you're twisting them in the same direction, but then you're gonna like kind of grab them and start like twisting the hair around, sort of in like the opposite direction. I think it's the opposite direction, yeah. And then you're gonna start seeing that twist form in her hair. You can't really fully see it right now. There we go. You can see that twist coming along. You can get it twisted. Now for this, I'm gonna make it just long enough, not too long. I think that is, yeah, that's longer than I want actually. So I'm gonna get a small rubber band, a small elastic, and just put it in my mouth and eat it. I'm going to tie it off. Okay, I'm doing this in between my legs right now. Okay, so this is the goal of what we want. It's a twist. One day I will have a much more professional setup. One day I'm gonna manifest it so that I can have like multiple cameras in different places so that I can be like boom, boom, boom. And you can see this being done at all different angles, honestly, because sometimes it's easier to have like a visual guide, and I'm trying to give that to you as best as possible, but please bear with me that I'm doing the best with what I got, essentially. But I'm gonna do the rest of this like in between my legs because it's a lot easier that way. That front kind of like weft of hair is what was her original bang that was tied back. So it's kind of like easier when you look at it that way, I guess. Twirl it in one direction and then twist it in the other direction. But both twirls are gonna be going in the same direction when you divide the hair. I hope that kind of helps explain what I'm trying to say. If you don't get this right, don't worry. It took me quite a while to actually learn how to do a twist, like a proper twist. And I would always do it like in the wrong directions, or I get kind of frustrated with it. I think I really nailed it down when I was redoing some Bratz Kids hair, and there was quite a few Bratz Kids I had. I had like yeah, I think there was three of them. Three of them that required the twist hairstyle, and I learned how to do it. Like I did it pretty well, and I kind of was able to like replicate that in other dolls that I ended up doing it with. But I remember when I first got the OMG Candylicious doll very early in 2020, and I took her hair out completely because I did not know how to do the twist. I initially went back a year ago, actually. I want to say I went back a year ago and I fixed it up. So she's kind of like semi in her stock photo hairstyle, but her and Roller Chick both had twists in their hair, and I did not know how to do them. Roller Chick just has loose hair and space buns because I did not. She had pigtails with the twists, and I kind of just completely destroyed the parting, and I don't want to rethatch it, so she's just kind of chilling, but I don't really see her often. That's fine. A lot of nonsense talk, but I think it just gives some context as to hey, it does take practice, it takes time. Definitely like maybe practice on dolls that you aren't as attached to, dolls that maybe you don't have like kind of like a, not that you don't value the doll, but maybe you don't have some sort of emotional or even like monetary value attached to the doll that you might not want to risk like ruining it. Even though it's not like really ruining it, you're just kind of doing practice. You could also get a styling head, like a Bratz styling head, or even like a styling head from like Barbie or something, and maybe try out different hairstyles and all of that, you know, before replicating it on your other dolls. It could be a cool little thing to do. This video, I think I've said this a lot in other videos, this video was longer than I thought it was going to be. Like filming it, did not think it was going to be this long. And I talk a lot, you know, I talk a lot, girl. Okay, so essentially we have these 3 twists here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of just try to like, what am I trying to do, actually? I want to like put them to the side, sort of. Let me see. Let me experiment a little bit. I think for what I want to do, I might just clip it. Like I might just get a hair clip and clip it. Cause I kind of want the hair to like kind of go like towards the back, in a way. As I do it underneath. I don't like how her one twist is like kind of like fraying up in the front there, just because I brought it back, but I'm not gonna try to, I'm trying not to stress too much about it, trying not to be too much of a perfectionist with it. But I took all 3 of those twisted pieces and I did them all together with a band with one of the elastics, and now I'm going to take the hair clip, which I dropped, so I'm going to take another one, and I'm just going to clip it in the back just so that hair kind of stays back there. And I don't want to tie it back there. I don't know why, I just don't like the vibe of that. So that's what I'm doing. She's looking good. I'm liking her. I might need to put some more water wax in, and I am gonna just go in with the flat iron again because her hair is just kind of fraying up. I think it's because it's the nylon, but also it's a little bit on the thinner side. It's not as thickly rooted as some of the other versions have been. Oh wait, she looks really good. Oh wait, I like this on her. Even like her face doesn't look that bad, actually. Like I kept saying her face was kind of like wonky looking, but it actually doesn't look too bad. Skin tone's a little bit off. Maybe when I see this in the video, I'll be like, oh my god, that is Yasmin's skin tone. For now, I'm gonna let it slide, and then I'll try to go find different shoes for her when I finish filming, because I'm sure I have different shoes. I'm gonna go back in with some water wax though. I really want that hair. I want that hair laid down. So cute. The other bag, her orange bag, works as a shoulder bag, so we'll leave it like that. But yeah, these are looking really cute so far. I do kind of need to finish up soon because my boyfriend is coming, and I really want to like devote the rest of my time that I have with him. So I gotta finish this real quick. She looks really good. She turned out a lot better than I expected, honestly. She did take a little bit more work just in like trying to get some of these like pieces done here, but I really love her. She looks really cute. This outfit really does suit her though. Like I was a little bit unsure at first, but now I'm like, okay. Like I think I gotta trust my vision a little bit more. I gotta see the vision a little bit more too. But yeah, that's Chloe. And now we just have Yasmin left. And so, I'm a little bit worried now because I am running a little bit low on time. I'm just gonna go right off the bat. I'm gonna start doing the little flat iron here. I do like the loose kind of curls in her hair, and I feel like that shape will still retain, but I want to get the hair just a little bit flatter at the top for the type of style that we're doing. So she has some stubborn tags in the back of her head, so I'll go in with like nail or cuticle clippers, and I will go in to the scalp of her head. Like you have to go all the way down so you don't snip the hair itself, and just get that tie out. I think there's another one in here. I was having trouble with her last night. We're gonna dress her up in the Dynamite Dance fashion pack, which I think is very much like a Yasmin fashion pack. Very, very cute fashion pack. It is originally from 2001, so it's a 2001 fashion pack, whereas the other two were 2003. There was a whole Bratz podcast episode about fashion packs that was very fun to listen to. It's always interesting to hear what other people think about the fashion packs, because it's like a lot of them are hit or miss, and it's like, you know, that's whatever. Yeah, her hair, she definitely has like a helmet head for sure. I kind of like her hair though. Like it looks very nice and like wavy and bouncy. I don't know. I'm gonna do that one hairstyle on her. I do have those funky chunky boots, the green ones. I do have her purse here, which I had to go digging for, but I found it, and it still has the elastic attached to it, so that works out perfectly. And we're just gonna attach her to my thing and see if she's like stable enough. Unlike me, I gotta what I want to do with her. I do want to do the one where she has like the buns, like the sort of pigtails up top. So let's try that. Let's do that. So she has like these two like pigtails on top in the commercial, and they have like a braided around wraparound. Okay, I've sectioned out Yasmin's hair kind of like this, I think that's what we're gonna go for. I hope we don't see too many like bald spots, but I think we'll be safe because I think the hair will lay down to sort of cover up any spots that are there. And just for like the sake of like my sanity right now, I'm not putting the doll up here, but I am grabbing the water wax and I'm putting it throughout that little pigtail section. I'm kind of getting ideas now, but okay, I tied it up here. It's looking interesting so far. Definitely not like what I initially expected, but I don't know, I think because of the nylon, it's gonna be a little bit poofier, and her shirt is falling off right now. It's please. I have an idea. I have an idea, and I think it's gonna look good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this section of hair and I am going to braid it. And now I will be honest, I don't even know how to explain how to do a braid. It took me a lot of practice as a kid, and I I'm sure there are braiding tutorials out there, but I am not the person to deliver such tutorial because explaining that would give me a headache, I think. But I am gonna go in with my water wax. I say if you're braiding something on a doll's head, water wax, and like it's water wax for twists and braids and all of that. It's gonna work out very beautifully. It's going to look a lot sleeker, but it's gonna be a very small braid because we're gonna wrap it around her little pigtail there. Okay, I wrapped it around twice around that pigtail, and now I'm going to do it again where I you know what I mean. Where what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna wrap around an elastic around the braid and the pigtail so that it's all together. Okay, that's cute. There we are. That's the vibe I'm going for. It's the vibe I'm going for. I like it though with a little bit more wave in her hair because I feel like whenever I see it, the hair is a little bit more flat because it's typically done on saran hair. So to see it like this, I do like it. Although it's a little bit poofier on the actual, like the tightening of the elastic. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna replicate it on the other side now. Ooh, this is a clean braid. I wish y'all could see this right now. That was a clean braid. We're working here with something. It took me a minute to get kind of like down what I was trying to get down, and I think I did a pretty decent job. The pigtails I wish were a little bit tighter, but honestly, I don't mind them. Now, something I want to do, and I'm going to try to show you if I can get all the hair out of her face, is I want these front bangs to be tied to the side there, because the underneath the hair, it's a little bit like poofy, and I kind of just want it to like blend in a little bit more seamlessly with the whole overall hairstyle. So I'm going to tie this front bang to the side here, take a little weft of hair there, and just kind of do like a bang like that, like, you know, a tied to the side bang. But otherwise, I'm liking the way this is looking. And again, it's another one where I'm kind of like, it's looking a little bit better than I expected, but I don't want to eat my words yet. So give me a moment. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving it. Ah, okay. I'm gonna do it on the other side. I think we got it. I think we got it. Here we are. I love this, actually. Okay, this is like different, kind of different from what I expected to do, but I'm not mad at it at all. I really love the outcome of this, and it feels very Bratzy. I feel like it's kind of a mix of the hairstyle I was originally going for, but also it reminds me a bit of like that Express It hairstyle they did, I believe, in the Style and Hair Studio commercial, or that or the Style and Salon and Spa commercial, actually. I'll put a picture here to just show like reference. That's what this is giving to me, and I love it so much. I'm gonna finish dressing her up. Her shoes fell off and her purse is over here, so then we can do like a final look. And I'm also gonna trim her ends just a bit, and then we'll do like a final reveal. Okay, and here is Yasmin's final look. I really love the way she turned out, a lot better than I expected, and I'm glad I got to utilize this fashion pack again. I really love this fashion pack a lot, and the purse really helps complete it. I do like it when there's a shawl over it. I would put Class Yasmin's shawl over it because I had a used one that I think I have like two of them, or maybe just one of them, I don't know. But I would usually throw that around, but I think it looks really good without it. And she's gonna match up with Jade pretty well, I would say. And then I feel like Chloe and Sasha are kind of like a unit of their own in a sense. But yeah, that is it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like restyling session. I don't know what to call this. It was like unboxing and then restyling because I really wanted to do something different. and kind of like go out of my comfort zone with my collection a little bit and just have like fun, a little bit more fun with my dolls, because I feel like I don't get to do that a lot these days, and just kind of experiment. Not, it's not like really experimenting, but in a sense it is for me. So that's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Bratz and doll content. Follow me on all socials at Lookin Bratz. Hold the G on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And also check out lookinbratz.com, your source for all things Bratz. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!